Welcome, I'm the Thai TA, and today we're doing the King's Heir puzzle. So the king needs to pick a successor, and he values the following qualities: luck, mathematical skills, and honesty. So he makes a challenge, and the challenge consists of taking 2 fair dice and going into a room alone and rolling both dice 20 times. But the dice are a little bit different from what we see at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the sides are written on the first die are 2, 7, 7, 12, 12, 17. And on the second die, the numbers that are written are 3, 8, 8, 13, 13, and 18. And what he tells them is they need to add all the numbers together and then tell him the result. And he says that if he is 90% confident that they lied about their result, they'll no longer be a part of the successor race. And so the 4 heirs go to the separate rooms and they roll their dice, and these are the numbers that they came out with. First guy wrote 385, second guy wrote 840, third guy wrote 700, and the last guy picked 423. So which of these guys should the king pick to be his successor? So the solution for this is actually very interesting. We have to look at the 3 heirs that lied and the 1 heir that didn't lie. So right off the bat, the numbers that jump out at me are 840 and 700 because they're a lot bigger than 423 and 385. So let's check, is it possible to roll an 840 and a 700? So let's assume the biggest numbers that they can roll is 17 and 18, that they roll them 20 times in a row. 17 plus 18 is 35, and when you multiply it by 20 times, you get 700. So right away, we know that the biggest number that you could roll is 700. So 840 is eliminated. 700 is also eliminated by the 90% confidence rule. Since it's very unlikely for this heir to keep rolling the 17 and 18 over and over and over and over again, the king is 90% confident that this heir lied to him about 700. Now let's look at 385 and 423. So 385 could be one of the numbers. 423, however, cannot be. And the reason for that is we have to look at the dice. No matter how we combine the numbers, let's say 2 and 3, or 2 and 8, or 7 and 3, or 7 and 8, we can ignore these ones because they end on the same number. We're just looking at the last digit. We get a 5 or a 10. So when we add them together, they'll be ending in either 5 or a 10. That means that 423 cannot be one of the numbers that you roll because it's physically impossible to roll a 423 with the dice that were provided. So this guy lied. So that means our solution is 385. So heir number 1, who rolled the 385, will be the successor to the king. There's actually a mathematical way for us to check that 385 is a very, very likely number to happen. And how we do that is we take the expectation. So the expectation of the first die would be the probability of an event occurring. That's 1/6 times the value that it takes, which is 2, plus this is 7 and 7, so there's 2 over 6, 7 plus 2 over 6, 12, and then 1 over 6, 17. And then for the second die, we do the same thing, 1 over 6, 3, plus 2 over 6, 8, plus 2 over 6, 13, plus 1 over 6, 18. So what we actually get is, so let's do the first one first. We get 2 over 6 plus 14 over 6 plus 24 over 6 plus 17 over 6. This is this one right here. And that would equal to 2 plus 14 is 16. 16 plus 24 is 40. 40 plus 17 is 57 over 6. When we look at this one right here, we get 3 over 6 plus 16 over 6 plus 26 over 6 plus 18 over 6. And what we have is 3 plus 16, that's 19. 19 plus 26 is 45. 45 plus 18. 45 plus 18 over 6 equals to 3. And 63 over 6. So what we do is we can actually combine them because we're rolling both dice at the same time. So that would be 120 over 6. And we can simplify that, which means 20. So on average, we're expected to roll 20. And when we multiply it by 20, because we roll the dice 20 times, you get 400. So the expectation of rolling these two dice 20 times over and over and over again would be 400 on average. That's why 385 is a very, 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 very likely number to occur. And that's why the king will pick this heir. I hope this explanation was pretty clear. Thank you for watching and see you next time.